What were you saying?
I've heard that podcast listeners like this type of stuff.
ASMR, like sipping.
I'm just like, what the?
What you drinking? Is that coffee?
It is.
Is it pumpkin spice?
It sure is.
Yeah, nice.
So Trina went yesterday to, I don't know, shopping. And she, so whatever day it was, Sunday morning, Monday morning I had made coffee. I don't know what day it is. My day's all.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. One of the days this weekend, we had made coffee. I think it was Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And like I was just trying to drink it black, because I'm
a man
starting to get the cut, maybe.
Yeah.
I was starting to think about it, right?
Dang.
That's right. Anyway, so I always just have had black Folgers, right? Is that what you do?
No, no. I was buying just like the Graham. I was buying like the members mark like coffee pods from like Sam's Club.
That's right. Yep.
But man, it's so bad. I have a Verona Street. Vienna Street. It's terrible.
Really?
It's so bad. I'm a coffee snob, but I'm also a cheap ass.
Dude, coffee's. I was like, so long story short, she bought me new coffee because I'm like, this Folger sucks. Like, if I'm gonna drink it black, and it needs to like have some sort of flavor already. Yeah. So she found something at, I don't know where it was, but it's apple cinnamon, something, and right, and it's pretty good. So that's in there, and then like I'm dumping the bag in there this morning, and the bag's no bigger than this cup, and I'm like, is that really $9 for this thing?
That's actually not a bad price for
it's
whatever.
not.
No, that's actually kind of cheap.
Well, I know, like, I guess if you get, because I used to be on that Black Rifle Coffee gang, I always liked that stuff, and I found one that I really like. I can't remember what it's called, but
I never had it.
That stuff's like $14.
Well, so a lot of the stuff that I like to get is like probably over $10 and they're like little bags.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think of it though, you need maybe two tablespoons,
or 6 ounces.
Yeah, or something like that. And so it's like it'll last a little while, but also if you math it, like, okay, even if one of those bags lasts you 30 days, it's still going to be way cheaper than spending like
$2 at a Casey's for coffee.
Well, dude, like, and I don't
even know what it is.
We went to a coffee place in town. I went to a coffee place in town.
Oh, dude.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
And I got Sarah and myself a medium, and it was $19.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Oh, man.
So we were down in
Missouri.
What's that area? Branson, Missouri this weekend. And Trina found this cool little coffee joint. So like Saturday morning we went there, Friday morning we went there, turned into Saturday morning. Maybe Thursday morning too, I can't remember. But I had got up like 6:30 and I just hopped in and I'm like, I want coffee now. Like, so I hit everybody up. I'm like, does everybody want coffee? It was over $40. I'm just like, wow. I think it was like $52 or something like that, actually. But it was amazing coffee. They did a really good job.
Yeah. And once in a while, I don't mind springing for that, but it's like, dang, like I can't justify spending $20 or $10 a day on coffee, especially since like I really don't get much from it.
Right.
It's just literally just the flavor and the habit of having something like that in the morning.
Yeah.
But
it does like make you, if you want to fast in the morning, like a cup of coffee will do it for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's a great thing,
but so you're on a cut.
For some people.
You're on a cut, huh?
Yeah.
Possibly. I saw you meal prepped on over the weekend.
I did. Sunday morning early, yeah. Cooked a bunch of chicken and rice and cooked a ton of steak last night, so.
Cool.
I got my greens because I'm not good at the veggie side of things.
You got your greens? What do you mean your greens?
I got Paxton Sledge greens.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just not So I will wolf chicken and rice and that like by itself, and then just.
I always
for me to get the green beans and shit in there.
I always try to put some kind of green vegetable in with my food. Like I used to like broccoli, and like I think I just ate so much that I got burnt out. I can tolerate it, but I usually do like green beans or Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
and that usually does me pretty well.
Do you do fresh green beans?
No, I do frozen.
Okay.
Brussels sprouts, it depends on if they're in season. If it's summer or not. Like Sarah makes some really, really good Brussels sprouts. Like they're amazing. And so if we can get decent fresh Brussels sprouts,
yeah,
she'll make those, like make like 2 or 3 like sheet trays full of them.
Sure.
Otherwise we'll just buy them frozen.
How long does it usually take you to meal prep on Sunday?
If we're really rolling, we'll say it depends. Probably 2 to 3 hours. But that's for both of us. That's like some cook time in there and whatnot. And we're probably doing other stuff like cleaning the house and stuff along with it.
Right.
But like I make all my rice in Instant Pot.
Yep.
Just because it's just super easy, man. I just throw some rice and some water in there and press a rice button. It does it for me.
Yeah.
I've noticed that like it works best if I let it cool and get to room temperature. If otherwise it still holds a lot of moisture in there, and I'll like mix it up and stir it and stuff and try to get it fluffed. And then I'll weigh the container and subtract the container weight. And then, that I know how many grams I need per meal. By the time I get to like my last meal, I'm like 20, 30 grams short.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, and that's if it's wet or if it's still warm. So it's almost like the moisture is already dissipating out of it.
Huh.
And so if I let it cool, that doesn't happen.
Gotcha.
Or it doesn't happen as frequently. So I like to, and also it's just easier to work with if it's not like piping hot.
Yeah.
So,
rice is, hot.
Yeah. So I'd say probably 2-3 hours. I mean, it's a time commitment.
It's going to take forever to let it cool down in the Instant Pot, because that's just like,
yeah. So
it stays so hot, especially when it's all packed in there.
Mm-hmm. What I'll do if I'm in if I'm not in a hurry, I'll just unplug it first off. Otherwise, it just turns a warmer on, and then it'll kind of scald the bottom.
Yeah.
And so I'll take the lid off, unplug it if I'm not in a hurry, and I'll just kind of let it sit and do its thing. Messed up.
Are those like that?
Apparently, it's automatic.
Since when?
It's always been automatic.
Where's the sensor on the light switch?
Yeah, that is the sensor. But if you press it, it turns the lights off.
Man, that thing's good.
Yeah. Well, if I put the slide chair in front of it should not do that. So if I'm not in a hurry, though, I'm sorry. If I am in more of a hurry, I'll actually just put like a hot mat. I don't know what they are. Like I'll put a
hot pad.
Yeah, and then I'll take the rice out of the cooker and set it on that, and it cools down a little bit faster.
That makes sense. It's not so insulated.
How long does it take you?
Actually, it doesn't take me long at all, because like I said, I can do it in an hour for me. I just throw the chicken on Blackstone. A lot of times I'll smoke it, but my smoker broke for some reason. The auger's not running. And then it usually takes 15-20 minutes in the rice cooker, and then I just throw them in just containers while I measure them out. But
yeah, my Instant Pot, it takes a while to pressurize, and then once it pressurizes, it takes like 10 minutes.
It says 10 minutes on the pot, but it takes 10 minutes to pressurize it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It takes a while, but also like I usually I don't do just chicken, so I do at least one chicken meal. If I'm training, I do one chicken meal, one beef meal. We've been doing steak lately.
Yeah.
And then I divvy out, like, I do portions of carrots. I do portions of like whatever my fat is, like almonds or like pistachios or something like that.
Yeah.
As well. And while I'm doing that, but I cook this time of year. I cook a lot on our charcoal grill, so that takes a while to get it going and stuff. But
which makes for a good Sunday, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so we try to get a start on it though too. Like, Friday night sometimes I'll start my rice.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll just get my rice going, and then like I know you're not supposed to do this, but I've never had any issues. But like I'll just like after it cools, I'll just put the lid back on the Instant Pot, and I'll just let it sit on my counter.
I mean, it's rice. So, yeah.
Kilo. Sup, dog? Hi. So I'll let it just sit out, and then like Saturday or so or Sunday, then I'll divvy it up, and then I'll toss my meat and stuff on there, put my veggies in. So
usually tossing your meat on there Saturday.
Yeah, try to. at least once on Saturday, not Sunday. But
You got an update on your leg?
oh gosh, have I even talked about that on the podcast?
I don't know if you have or not.
I don't have any new information. So for you,
So you didn't hear from him yesterday.
no. Yeah. So, first and foremost, welcome to Strength Cast episode 12. Or
Yeah, well,
13.
We'll cut that and put it in the
Yeah.
beginning.
No, it won't. Let's be honest. Strength Cast episode 13, morning coffee. I don't know what episode this is of morning coffee, to be honest, but probably like 9 or 10.
9, I think.
9.
Yeah, maybe.
So
We need a little, just a little whiteboard or a piece of paper we can.
I know. Yeah. So for you guys that don't know, I don't know how it happened, but I have 2 tears in my right knee, which is the opposite knee from the leg that I had my hip replaced on. So I've been having some knee pain since really last fall. Well, I've always had knee pain, but I've had more knee pain since last fall. Just try to train through it, try to do some more therapy movements and whatnot. And it just kind of got progressively worse, and then it would get a little bit better, and then it get worse. Finally, I just decided to break down and go to the doctors. Had an x-ray, of course, that didn't show anything. I was able to get an MRI without doing official physical therapy, fortunately. And the MRI found a 50% tear in my patellar tendon, as well as a tear in the horn of my meniscus. Who's in my room?
Jill.
Who is that?
Jill.
Who is it?
I don't know. That guy from Dress Up.
Is it Matt?
What's his last name?
Muller?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a 50% tear in my meniscus, and then 50% tear in my patellar tendon, which is a tendon that basically holds your kneecap in place. So if it completely ruptures, my kneecap will end up way up here in my thigh. And then the horn of my meniscus has a tear wherever that's located at. I haven't looked it up, but I think it's right in the middle of it. So basically, I got referred out to a surgeon. The surgeon I'm going to probably that I got referred to with is the surgeon for the UNI Panthers, apparently. My doctor claims that would be the best person to go to since they specialize in sports medicine. Long recovery ahead. It sounds like it'll be a year or more recovery. And yeah.
And you're not quite sure yet if it's torn horizontally or vertically.
Yeah, so I've one friend, I guess she's my friend too, but my friend's wife, who's a physical therapist, was asking. She actually read the results. I don't have imaging of the MRI yet, but she read the results of it. She's like, I almost think it's a vertical tear instead of horizontal tear, which I never really thought about that being an option. Mm-hmm. So vertical tear is probably better, and if I do have that, that's probably the reason why I haven't completely torn it and completely jacked my knee.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like surgery is probably in the future, the near future. It doesn't really sound like that kind of stuff ever heals completely on its own. So a lot of times, a patellar tendon tear is a career-ending injury for a lot of professional athletes. If it's completely torn, PS just drove in. I don't know what they have though. We'll see if they stop here. So yeah, it blows, but I'm trying to stay positive. I mean, obviously, this isn't anything I haven't been through before. It is what it is. We all know the risks involved in training hard and heavy and bodybuilding and powerlifting and strongman. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when something like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
When you are pushing your body to the limit,
5 out of 7 days a week.
Yeah, things happen. So,
and then let's be realistic too. 5 out of 7 days you're in the gym, 4 whatever, and then 5, 6, 7 you're on it all day, 24/7, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a pause. What's up, man?
And what I'm trying to say is Chris doesn't stop. So
Stop it. Come here.
Yeah, he's not working out 3 of the 4 days, but he's always here at the gym, 12 hours a day running around. he's been working on his house like crazy, so it's not like he's ever just chilling, right? He's never given the thing a break. So he's always on it, moving around. I was just saying, you just like, you're 3 days out of the week, you're not technically working out, but you're on your feet 24/7, and especially with your house renovations too. Outside of the gym here, you go home and then you're on your feet even more, right? So
Yeah.
flyers, nice.
These were lost. I just got a refund on them.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said they couldn't find them, so I got a refund. Which I made a mistake of going to a non-local company for these, and then I ended up going to Print Express, and they knocked them out in a day for me. I guess I have double the flyers now.
So what are they? What are they for? Let me see.
These flyers I got made for our Muscle Fest competition.
Nice, and that was last weekend.
Yeah, and actually that's why I was like kind of upset because these were supposed to be here.
Oh, you're just gonna have them chilling on the desk for people?
Yeah, I had some, so they're supposed to be here August 22nd.
These are nice, dude.
Thanks.
Wow,
I made that.
the gym looks amazing.
I designed that. So these were supposed
to be better, but
yeah, definitely. Always be better. So these were supposed to be here August 22nd, and then they were a week late, and I just kept getting like delay notices, and so I contacted UPS, and their customer service was less than helpful. So I contacted Vistaprint, and they're like, "Yeah, so sorry, it got lost in the mail. We'll take care of it. We can reissue." I'm like, "Guys, like I needed these by the 30th for an event." I'm like, "Is there any way I can get a refund?" So they sent me a refund.
very nice.
So,
Now what?
now I got more flyers. But shout out to Print Express here in Independence because they have awesome turnaround time, and it was actually cheaper to go through them than it was Vistaprint. And these are thin freaking flyers. The ones that Print Express did for me are thick. Like thick. They don't if you hold it like this, it's actually good.
Is there any here?
Yeah. They're out in the lot. I got some out in the lobby and stuff. So
I'll have to check them out.
But yeah.
Man, bringing this thing up, like, I was listening to a podcast by Alex Hormozy. I don't know if
I like Alex.
Yeah, very intelligent guy, extremely intelligent guy. But it's been bugging me because he's like, you think that you're working harder than somebody, but realistically, you're only doing twice the work they are. Yeah. Where if you want to be at like God tier level, you need to be doing 100 times what they're doing. Yeah. He's like, so like, yeah, you send out 5,000 flyers, but that company sent out 50,000. That's like, I just can't, like, so the past couple of days I've been trying to wrap my brain around that. Like, okay, how do we do that much more volume, like, in advertising? Because that means, like, we would have to do a podcast every day. Yeah. If not, he said he puts out,
like, 7 to 10 pieces of content a day.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, telling me that somebody was like, well, I posted on YouTube 3 times this week, and he's like, that's awesome, dude. I did that Monday. Yeah. Like, I like, that is just insane. And I know that, like, you've got that much content, right? You're just going to be recording every single day, and then you push it off to whether it's VAs or whoever to, cut all the clips and make 15 shorts out of one long video and stuff like that.
The people watching this may not know what a VA is.
It's a virtual assistant. So you can essentially hire somebody, aka in the Philippines. They are basically office people that cost $6, $7, $8. I don't even know now, an hour. You can have them work 20 hours a week. You can have them work 40 hours a week. They can be your personal assistant. They have VAs that specialize in certain type of things too. So it's actually very, very, very smart business move, I think, if you need somebody in the background running your stuff, but you sometimes do have to train them. But then you're not paying somebody $30 an hour to, do a job that necessarily might not be worth $30 an hour. So, and they are just as qualified and good, if not better, because they don't live in this country, so they got to grind, right? Yeah, for sure. Like, they really care about keeping the job and doing a good job. So, where you might not find that here in the States as much, or as easy. So
I know Ryan, my former coach, he had a virtual assistant that did like a lot of like the small back end work and stuff for him.
Yeah. So, and they do what they say they're going to do. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. So that's just like blows my mind. So I've been like really trying to That's something that's just been bugging me.
Yeah.
How do you do 100 times?
There. Also, the
Right
the thing, like, I like Alex's stuff, but one thing I think he doesn't convey is how long it took him to be able to do stuff like that.
Oh, right.
And that's what a lot of these, like,
Well, it takes money.
yeah, that too. Like a lot of these people, these social media entrepreneurs, are like, oh, you gotta do this, this, and this, and then it makes like me or the average person feel like a pile of shit, and because it's just like, oh man, I'm not doing enough. I can always be better. Like, how can I ever
I
get
don't know,
there?
man. I mean, I think you got to look at it in this aspiring side.
Yeah.
Of things.
Oh, for sure,
Like,
for sure.
I would never be like, oh, like I suck. I must not be cut out for this. So you got to be like, holy shit, look at where I'm at now and look at how much progress I have to continue and do.
Yeah.
It's like that's inspiring. How you put out that much, and I mean, you got to be passionate about it first of all.
Yeah.
To be willing to get up and do it every day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
no, I mean it's just I think maybe even just like, hey, like small steps, like
Right.
I put out 100 pieces of content a week, but here's the blueprint or the game plan of how I was able to work up to that.
Yeah, and you probably got to pay for that.
yeah oh yeah, definitely. So he's not doing it all himself. So he's got videographers, he's got people that write the copy for him, he's got editors.
Speaking of copy, like, do you really understand what copy is?
I don't understand English the way I should.
Well, I don't necessarily know exactly what it is, but in my eyes, it's like, how do you write a paragraph that's extremely long and keep people tied in throughout the whole thing? Is that right?
Copy, I mean, that yes, but the way I understood copy is just like the text of whatever you're writing. So like if it's a social media post, the copy portion is the text portion. Or even if it's YouTube, like sometimes YouTube will have some copy in the description of the bio, things like that. Or like longer format copy, such as like a blog post on a website. And I could be
it's not actually,
I could be like a little wrong there.
Gotcha.
But
Judd.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, he's coming to.
So our internet's broken right now, so
he's just on it.
Just broken for the third time in a month, but yeah. So
well, I guess
we squirreled a lot. We had a really good bodybuilding show that I do want to touch base on, the Midwest Muscle Fest show. It was amazing being part of on the back end, on the other side of the stage, and helping with a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I won't say a lot of them. And I got the pleasure of doing some social media for the event, as well as like planning some of the things back, like the after party, getting some of the sponsors, and it was. Dude, we had such an amazing show. We doubled the amount of competitors that we had last year. The quality of the athlete was incredible. We had some really, really good. Honestly, there was, I would say, we had so many athletes that just showed up to perform. It was great. Yo. Hey. What's up? Our internet is broken for the third time in a month.
So sore. So you were talking about.
All right, we're back.
You were talking about this weekend.
I'm gonna have to edit this now.
Well, here, dude. Like, look. See, so we're
That's
at
not
38 minutes. So
yeah.
I was gonna pause it. Are you too hurt to get up, or
no?
Midwest Muscle Fest.
Yeah. So we had a really, really good bodybuilding show. Really awesome quality of competitors that showed up. Yeah, it was great.
How long was the show?
It started at 10 and it got over 30-ish, I want to say. 2:30. So we were planning, I shouldn't say we, Carrie, the promoter, was planning on it getting over by about 2 or 2:30. Actually, for a lot of it, we're ahead of schedule. Dude, we're just cooking. And so it was cool. I was helping with expediting, like making sure competitors were ready and lined up, and then getting the competitors out on the stage. I took all the UAs, all the urine tests for the guys. And then also I was handing out the swords, which were like the awards for like the winners. And
some pretty good competitors.
Good competitors. The guy that won...
Pretty impressive?
Yeah, for sure. The guy that won open bodybuilding was from Arkansas.
Oh, really?
We had one
I guess I didn't know that you had open there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we had competitors in open bodybuilding. We had classic physique. We had physique. So all the men's classes were basically were pro qualifiers because we had enough competitors. And last year we only gave out like, let's say, one pro card, which was in physique. And then for women, we only had one class of women because we had one figure. I think we originally had one figure girl, but like I think she just sent. I think she did.
Is this it?
Yeah, I think she did. Didn't even follow us. Gosh, I think she did. End up doing bikini instead because she was the only one registered for that. That was last year, I think. So then we had a transformation class, which is basically they get a calendar a year to lose as much weight as possible. And then they write a story, and their story gets read and stuff. And actually, one of the bikini competitors was the winner of the transformation.
Oh, cool.
So she did, I think she got, gosh, I can't remember I think she got, I don't want to butcher this. I think she got like third in her class. Unfortunately, she didn't place in the overall, but she did really good though.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, I felt for the bikini girls though. We tried so hard to get another competitor because we have to have in order to give out a pro card, we have to have 8 competitors in each class. Bikini had 7 competitors, so we were one girl shy of being able to get a pro card. And the girl that won it was really, really good. Like she deserved to be pro. She looked phenomenal. Actually, there was a few girls that were like just really, really good competitors.
Maybe.
But yeah, it was great. So. You need something? Okay. All right. If you need me, let me know. All right, thanks. So yeah, it was awesome. It was just a really cool experience and whatnot. And we had a good after party too. So all the competitors were invited, and even like spectators were invited to come to after party, which was at the Pump House. And that's an opportunity because like the promoters are there, the state, the volunteers are there, and then also the judges go. And then it's a way for the competitors to actually interact face to face with the judges and get feedback on the spot, like personal feedback.
Right.
So it's one thing I've never done myself as a competitor. I've never went to an after party. The way I look at it is like I always have to travel for a show, and it's like if I have people that come to watch, then it's just like, all right, like let's go. I want to get first and foremost. I want to go back to the hotel and shower because I stink. Like everyone, like this isn't against any of the competitors. Like you just stink. Like you basically have to, your last shower has to be before your first tan, which is on Friday. You can't put on any lotion. You can't put on any deodorant. You can't use perfume or cologne because all that will throw off your pH, which will throw off your tan. So you're just raw dogging it, no deodorant, nothing. And yeah, it's definitely a smell.
Do you at least put some, I don't know what people do, put some stuff on the balls?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't put anything on. It'll mess with your tan, or you'll sweat and it'll run down your leg.
You just got white stuff running down.
It'll run down your leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like you can't do anything. It's rougher for Sarah than it is for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least it's just Friday night, right?
Yeah. And then
Saturday night would be
a
lot of control.
Yeah. So like basically the first thing for me as a competitor that I want to do is I want to go back to the hotel. I want to shower, and then I want to eat because you've been not starving yourself, but you've been holding back and dieting extremely for several months, or, for me, it's usually around 6 months. And so it's like, all right, let's go out to eat. Let's have a really good meal, maybe have a drink, and, celebrate the accomplishment.
Yeah.
And also like be able to dedicate that time with the people close to you that take the time to watch you compete.
Mm-hmm.
And those are probably the people that kind of watch you compete are probably the ones that have been in your corner the entire time. They deserve that time. Yeah. That's kind of the way I always looked at it. And it's like, as cool as an after party would be to go to, I'm just not that social of a person anyways. Like even Sarah and I, we went there, and like, I know people in the industry, but like, I don't know them really well. And it's just like, I know some of the judges more than I know anyone else, but they're busy talking with competitors. And since I didn't judge it this year, I wasn't out really talking with the competitors too much. I had someone come up to me and shake my hand and thank me and stuff. Sarah and I just kind of like went over and sat at the bar, and just kind of hung out, and, we grabbed a little bit of food and then just kind of hung out and socialized a little bit, and then dipped out.
Cool.
But yeah, it was an amazing time and good experience. Excited for next year. And glad it's over, just because it is so much work.
Yeah.
But
because you were all over the place, just hustling, trying to get ramped up, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I definitely did go to businesses and stuff and try to get sponsorships, and probably struck out more than not. But I mean, you never know unless you try.
The sponsors.
Yeah, shout out to all the sponsors. TNT's Dumpies, and then we've got Sear Falls Nutrition, Shirt Shack, which is awesome. I mean, we work with Shirt Shack for all of our printing needs for our clothes and stuff like that. They printed all the shirts and gave us a really, really good price on the shirts.
Which turned out great.
Yeah, Fat Muscle Project was a supplement sponsor.
Where are they out
of? They're from Missouri. Chic Sports, which they're huge company that, they sponsor like a lot of Olympians and stuff like that, but it's lifting gear like straps, wraps, belts, things like that.
Awesome.
Mortal Image was the photographer.
How'd you hit them up?
They've just been an ongoing sponsor. I think.
Oh, cool.
I think Ryan actually is the one that locked that in, because they always sponsor Ryan's show. And when Ryan started the Muscle Fest show in 2020, because he had to cancel in Natural, Iowa that year due to the virus.
Yeah.
I think they jumped on board and decided to sponsor the show too. So
China.
So yeah, but cool. I don't know how long this podcast is going to be, but
whatever. Can't be too long.
Yeah.
It's only at 30 minutes when we hop back on.
Oh, true.
Obviously, everything went well. You're happy with yourself on how, everything turned out, right?
Yeah.
What are you thinking for next year? What are the goals? What would you like to see?
The goals for next year is definitely to get more female competitors.
Right.
First and foremost.
So you can give out that pro card.
Yep. I wouldn't mind having more teens in there, just because teens do bring a big crowd.
Yeah.
And we only had a couple teens.
Makes sense.
We had a few teens anyways, but I would like to definitely more females, just because like there are a lot of females getting into the sport of bodybuilding. I just don't think a lot of people know about our show yet. I definitely think this year is the year that we'll put our show on the map as being a good show. We had so many compliments from people about how well it was ran, and how quick it was, how easy it was. We do have to get some constructive criticism, and some of it was kind of out of our control. Unfortunately, the space is amazing. The theater is amazing. There just isn't a lot of space in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So for the pump up area, and I will take some responsibility where I was sending some competitors back maybe a little bit too early. So I think going forward, we're just going to try to have the class that is going to be going out first in the back only, and then have everyone just kind of hang tight out in the crowd until it gets closer.
Sure.
Maybe print out some itineraries and some schedules as well, and have them available, or at least email them to the competitors.
I have watched some backstage stuff, and especially in Seth's like earlier days for OC, dude, they're like shoulder to shoulder, those guys.
Yeah.
And they're all getting ready together, and at that point, it just doesn't matter. Like, do what you're there to do.
Yeah, and I will say I've never been backstage in a venue that was as small as ours.
Yeah.
I usually am able to kind of like just chill out kind of by myself and not be too shoulder to shoulder. But yeah, once you're lining up, yeah, you're shoulder to shoulder with those people, and like you're trying to do a little bit last pump up, like knock out some push ups or something like that right before you go on stage, just to make sure you kind of stay full.
I remember in Dubuque when we went and watched
in Austin,
them guys. So that was huge, obviously.
Yeah,
but
that was a big background.
Right?
Did you go back there?
Yeah.
You probably weren't supposed to, but you did anyways.
I do.
Yeah, we had to grab some people and be like, hey man, like you don't have a wristband, you can't be back here. And like there were some people that were trying to sneak back.
It was probably when we left, like when the show was over, and like everybody was leaving.
Yeah, that's fine then. So yeah, it was good. Setup went really well. We were actually done like an hour early. I kind of felt bad because like Sarah had to work until like 3:30, and she literally went straight up to Cedar Falls to help set up. Well, by the time she got there, we were done. And so, but I'd promised her sushi if she came up, so we went and got sushi afterwards. So she thought that was a win regardless. I just felt bad that she had to waste her gas. And then teardown went real smooth. I mean, teardown was quick. I would say quicker than setup.
So are you going to hold it at the same spot, you think?
I think so. I think we will.
Yeah.
It's a really good price. It's very, very convenient for the competitors because our host hotel is directly across the street.
Yep.
And unless you're having a bodybuilding show within the event center of a hotel, it's hard to get a venue that close.
Man, the parking's got to be just hard for people.
Well, parking is at the hotel. And so like they have a big enough parking lot that everyone can just park right there.
There you go.
Joe, that was, there, my employee, he manned our booth
Shout
there.
out to him.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe, for all the efforts. So he killed it. But, he was able to park right on Main Street, right up front, right in front of the building. So he just parked there and left his vehicle there. But yeah, Joe did awesome. And he's getting a lot of airtime on our podcast. So I tried to get everything set up and organized, as much as I could with all the, the table that we're going to take, the products, the cooler and everything. I got everything there except for the drinks in the cooler, just because he's going to have to get ice and throw them in the ice. Man, so I had most of the booth set. Sarah and I had most of the booth set up the night before. Man, he tore the whole thing down. He brought it all back to the gym, unpacked it all, and everything was pretty much all organized. And like that couldn't have made it easier for me. So it was good, but
very good.
Do you want to finish off the podcast with some questions?
Sure.
Some Q&A or questions? I need to put out a post of like have people ask us questions. I keep forgetting to do that.
Pump up song. I know. What do you got for a pump up song?
Like backstage?
Yeah.
The first thing that came to me, oh my God. Oh, I can't think of the name of it.
Sing it.
I can't because there's words in it that I can't say.
You can sing around the words. You're just scared. Don't be scared. Come
it's
on.
a Lil Wayne like kind of freestyle. So if you put the hottest something under the sun.
Yeah.
Man.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Best rapper alive. Yeah.
Not the one.
It's not?
No. It's off of a mixtape.
Oh.
Or it was off of like an LP. But so I really, really like that song. I do like Lil Wayne's Mr. Carter for being back there as well. So I would say those are some good hype songs. But also there's something we said, and I didn't think about too much until Brandon and I were on a podcast. And maybe I'd take it a little bit different direction about not getting yourself too excited, not getting yourself too hyped, not too pumped up, almost like try to be more relaxed. Because the more hyped up, the more your adrenaline's going to be pumping, the shakier you're going to be.
Sure. And
the more like on edge you're going to be,
right.
Which is actually almost the opposite of what you want when you're on stage.
That makes sense.
Because then like if you're going to hit like a pose, obviously I'm not hitting it correctly, but if you're going to hit a pose, you might be like too jittery, too shaky. And then like you could also get that adrenaline dump where you almost crash or fade out.
Yeah.
But in the past, those are a couple songs that I would listen to. Yes.
Right on.
So.
I don't know. There's a lot
of dead air here.
There is. What are some of your non-negotiables throughout the day, every day? You're pretty disciplined, so.
Non-negotiables.
Yeah. Do you believe in non-negotiables?
I would say breathing would be one of them.
Okay.
I like to eat.
And drink water.
Drinking water, sleeping.
Right.
Yeah, those would probably be non-negotiables.
Okay. I got it.
I mean, just as hard as it can be.
Believe in non-negotiables that much.
It depends. I would say like there's certain. It depends on what it's for.
What it is for, and what it is that you're trying to do in your life.
Exactly. So I mean, I definitely think it's a thing for me. Is I try.
Because obviously, if you're on prep, there's non-negotiables.
Yeah. Or if we're training, there's non-negotiables.
Right.
But I would say there's definitely some things like, I try to come in here with the same mentality, the same attitude every day and be as positive as I can.
Yeah.
Regardless of, what's going on in my personal life. Right. And, especially like the knee situation, like it bums me out. I think about it all the time. And, I think about I'm not going to be able to be here for our members as much as possible after I have surgery. Cause I might be laid up. I'm going to be laid up for a while. I'm not going to be as available, and I might actually have to take some time off and stuff. So it's
really going to let me down too. And
I know you have to train by yourself for a little bit.
I'm going to need to get a new training partner.
You might
never bounce back.
You might end up being my weight bitch. Someone said that. They're like, what's Seth going to do? And I'm like, what do you mean what's Seth going to do? I'm like, he'll still come in. Like, they're like, well, he probably likes working, like the two of you working out. I'm like, yeah, we've talked about it. We both definitely enjoy it. I'm like, well, he's self-motivated enough. He can still come in here by himself for,
it's the end of an era,
a few weeks, or a week or two. It's just like, I think it was Troy that asked me that. And I'm like, well, he might just have to be my weight bitch. I can still work out, but I'm not gonna be able to carry 70-pound dumbbells over to a bench. So I might need a little bit extra assistance, but it for me, like, I know for you, it's just like, you probably wouldn't even hesitate or be an issue.
No.
But for me, it's just a big ask.
Well,
it'd be like,
some days you're my weight bitch, and other days I'm your weight bitch. It depends on what's going on.
Yeah, it's just a helpless feeling.
Some days I'll turn around and whatever we're working out on will be completely cleared, and I'm like, oh shit, was I just like that distracted for that long?
Or other days we'll like get 2 exercises past one, and I'll look over and be like, oh, never took the weights off of that. Damn.
Yeah, but what we do not ever do is leave weights on the machines
or handles.
So I feel like that's a good stopping point.
Yeah. So again, thank you everyone for all the support of the Muscle Fest show. Thank you for the sponsors. I know I didn't list them all off.
Thank you to you, because you're awesome, and I'm going to thank you for doing a good job and continuing to believe in yourself and push yourself.
Same to you, man.
Good job, man. I'm happy that everything went good for you. And
did you try the shirt on yet?
I did not. No. They're sitting at home.
Sarah really liked it, so
I checked it out. As soon as I got home, I pulled it out, and I looked at it. I'm like, dang it, I should have looked at it when Chris was there, but I was in such a
it's fine.
Yeah, they look amazing.
Trish killed it as always. So cool. All right, well, episode 13. We got 2 more episodes, and then I want to start uploading them to Spotify, Apple. So I'm going to try to maybe start setting up an account for those platforms here this week, next week, and then so we can get rolling. So
yeah, very cool. I'll have to do that too.
Yeah.
Is there a certain amount of like videos you have to have, or no? You just
they like you. I don't think so. They want you to hit their algorithm. They say, like, the actual Spotify and Apple say that they want you posting every day. Gotcha. So I think I will try to post it once every day, Monday through Friday, and then 15 episodes will get us through 3 weeks.
Sure.
So, but looks like we got people in, so I gotta go. Thanks for watching.